Hello, it's Friday afternoon. It's already 3:10. I've been sitting here at my desk tweaking old videos and re-releasing them as public. The ones I made about 2.5 years ago that had people in them that wanted to be in them at the time but changed their minds later. So I'm just gradually snipping them out and remaking them public again, if that makes sense. Lunch is on the go. We're having tuna steaks fried. They're probably done actually. Oh, the mushrooms don't look done. And potatoes, which I'm going to fry in that tuna-y oil in a minute, and some broccoli. I've just whipped them out because I don't want them to go all hard and horrible. I'm going to chuck those spuds in now. And the broccoli, why not? Put it in the fishy oil. Ow, that's fat. I didn't strain it as well as I thought I had. I've popped a lid on it because the broccoli's still slightly crunchy, but it's edible. I've served Izzy's up and I'm just doing a fried egg with mine as well. I broke my egg at the last moment, but never mind, I can still dip my spuds in it. Dinner was yum. We've been having a nice long chat on the sofa, haven't we? Yes. Don't do that very often, just sit and chat, but we have been all excited for college. We have no idea how much you're going to be in or out because of COVID. It's just a trip into the unknown this year, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Our new Sharps bin came. This one looks like a charity collection bucket, if you ask me. Infectious substances. Danger. We're going to have dessert now, which is going to be a snowball. And Izzy's never tried one of these before. There they are. Mallow in the middle. Not very big, are they? I'm sure they used to be about double that size. I might need to have two. They're 65 calories each, apparently. Now, Izzy is officially allergic to coconut, but she's officially allergic to loads and loads and loads and loads and loads of things. But now she's on her medication, she can pretty much eat anything she's allergic to. There's a few things we still haven't tried. Right then, Izzy's first time.
Tastes like a bounty.
Yeah, I suppose it does taste a bit like a bounty. But you haven't had one of those for a few years either, have you?
No.
She's going back for a second bite. Hit or a miss?
It is. It's a bit of both.
Izzy didn't know what a din was. I was talking about making a din because I was serenading her at lunchtime by blowing down my metal straw into my drink because I'm a flautist. Got a pretty good embouchure for straws, haven't I? Omber straw. Anyway, I was doing a little swanny whistle type thing, moving the straw up and down, and I was saying that the people outside would be having to shout to be heard over the din, and she just looked at me blank. She didn't know what a din was. Do you know what a din is?
I've never heard it before.
Might be quite an archaic expression. I've got a few little jobs to do in my diary. Should really start on those. It's already 4:30. I'm feeling a bit kind of extra relaxed today, knowing that I don't have to prep the next year of home ed. It's quite a relief in a way. So yeah, I just feel like I could even have the afternoon off if I wanted to. But I've got a few jobs to do and they're just going to niggle away at me if I don't get on with them. The first thing is to get in touch with this Amazon seller and send them some photographs of the product that they've accidentally sent me. I should just tell you what that's about in case you didn't see yesterday's vlog. So I ordered some cotton reusable washable masks off Amazon and they accidentally sent me disposable ones, and I contacted them yesterday and they've emailed back and they've asked me to photograph the packaging and the contents, and then they'll decide what to do. They are of course not sterile now because they've come out of the packet. I don't know if they can reuse them. I'm rather hoping they'll just let me keep them and then send me the cotton ones as well. Now I was just thinking, the virus dies after 3 days, doesn't it? So you could wear this, my mum gave me this idea yesterday actually on the phone. You could wear your disposable mask, and if you've only literally had it on, not for very long, in a shop or whatever, come home, hang it up for 3 days and then just use it again. I would have thought that'd be okay. I do believe Isabel is watering the plants. What is this? Oh, thank you, Izzy. I've come out to get some plant spraying action going on in the vlog. I need to do a bit of repotting actually. Those herb seeds, unless you fancy the job, do you?
No, thank you.
Oh, charming. She's obviously worked up a sweat. The dressing gown's come off for the day. Right, let's send these pictures to that company then. I've emailed that company now about the masks, and I've just seen something. And that something is the state of my phone internal storage. Look at that. I think I'm going to spend some time now with a cup of tea just going through and deleting stuff. This is one of those jobs I've just been putting off and putting off and putting off till I've got a spare moment. But I never have a spare moment because I just don't. I'm not that sort of person to have spare moments. Do you ever actually have spare moments? Just wondering. I'm losing my touch. I forgot to film myself putting the milk in. I was daydreaming. I was thinking about all those ads I've got to take out of my videos. Yeah, while I'm on the topic, have you noticed you're seeing more ads on YouTube lately? That is because mid-roll ads randomly placed by YouTube has become the default on all videos about a day or two ago on YouTube, and I could have opted out apparently. Now I thought I was going to get some sort of notification inviting me to opt out because I didn't know how to opt out, but it didn't, it just happened, and I haven't. So I'm having to go through and alter the old videos. So I'm going to keep it to just beginning and end for advertising on all my new uploads. Okay, some of the old ones are probably peppered with advertising now, but I've got to go through. Thing is, with the longer ones, like for instance my Lisbon videos, I've got a lot of Lisbon videos which are maybe 20 minutes or more. With those ones, what I had done is I'd let all the regular viewers see them with no advertising in the middle, and then much later gone through them manually, placing them sort of every 15 minutes if they were very long videos. And I've done that with a couple of my sort of educational ones. I've got like a 40-minute video on here somewhere about coping with resistance as a homeschool mum. So with that one, I think I put 2 ads in the whole thing, but I very strategically placed them manually because I don't want to bombard people with advertising. It'd be nice to have more income from ad revenue, sure, but you know, my main drive for doing this is to provide a pleasurable viewing experience, and personally I find it very disruptive. It breaks the spell when advertising keeps coming on, and those randomly placed mid-roll ads, they can come every couple of minutes. They're thick and fast, they really are. So anyway, apologies if you've gone back to watch my back catalogue and found there's ads every few minutes. I am going to gradually go back and do them. It's just time. It's so time consuming to do it. And speaking of which, I'm going to go and spend some time going through my phone and deleting stuff off it, even though that wasn't what was on my diary list to do today, but I'm just in the mood to do it, and it needs doing, so I'm going to do it, and I will just shuffle the today's tasks that I don't get done today onto tomorrow in my brand new diary, because it's August tomorrow. I'm finding some fun pictures, all those ice creams. Look, that was a day me and Izzy had out in Penarth. Oh, this is years ago. It's 5:45. I've just spent ages and ages deleting photos, and look, it still looks like that. I can see this could be an ongoing job. Oh, look, I'm nearly on 2K. It just keeps going up and down, but it's on that now. It's 5:50 now. I really need to go and practice my flute for an hour. I made a cup of tea to take down, and look what happened. Yay! I was kind of keeping an eye on it because we were approaching a milestone. 2,000 subscribers. I won't get too excited just yet because it flickers up and down, as you know. Oh, I'm struggling with my motivation to practice today. I'm half an hour in, and I was re-editing gigs this morning, gig vlogs, you know, and all that life and liveliness and atmosphere, and yeah, behold, there's not a lot of that going on in here this evening. It is just so different practicing in the pandemic because there's no perceivable end to it, is there? Obviously I don't want to let my flute playing go because I've spent decades getting it to where it is, so I don't want to just not practice for a year or however long it ends up being. I've no idea. It might open up really soon, you never know. I've spoken to a couple of musicians in the last couple of days, friends of mine, and they've actually been offered outdoor duo gigs at social distance as long as there's no amplification. I think the thing with the amplification is that it makes people talk louder if it's noisy, and then they're more likely to you know, breathe heavier and spray droplets into each other's faces, you know, like happens in noisy discos and things. Anyway, this is not particularly helping me this very minute in my cellar to get motivated, because I don't know when I'm going to be playing again. I'm learning these tunes for my boyfriend. He's sent me 20 to learn, so I've printed them out and put them in a ring binder, and I am learning them gradually just by rote repetition. The idea is we're supposed to be sort of recording all our parts separately and somehow doing some kind of isolated recording and cobbling it all together at some point. I'm going to plough on with it. I'm going to do another 30 minutes and then I'm going to come up for air. I have emerged from the cellar. I did my hour. That was hard work doing that last half hour. I really wasn't in the mood. But I've finished now and it's the evening. I'm feeling really hot now because it's cold in the cellar compared to the rest of the house. I've come up and it's like opening an oven door compared to down there. You get the opposite effect when you go in. It feels like you're going into a fridge, but anyway, there we are. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked the video, please give it a like. It really helps the channel to grow and I so appreciate that. If you're new here and you'd like to follow more of our story, I have no idea exactly what our story is going to hold. None of us do at the moment, do we? But if you do want to follow it, there's a subscribe button down there. Feel free to click on it and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can still think that bloody thing on my glasses are good.